world. I'm your host, Anna Haley, and today we have a very special guest joining us. Please welcome astronomer dog, Professor Nala, graduate of HPU, Hopkins Pond University. So, Professor Nala,
Please, sweetheart, call me Professor.
All right. Professor, the world's wondering, was your tour around the solar system really what it's all cracked up to be? Or was it just like any ordinary vacation?
Oh, no. Anna, dear, a trip around the solar system is more than wonderful. It is beautiful, colorful, unpredictable, and dangerous all at the same time. It is something not many humans or dogs will get a chance to see.
Wow, I guess you enjoyed your trip?
Enjoyed? This was something I've never seen before. This made me stop and think, how did this all happen?
Ooh, I wish I could come. So tell us, what was your first stop?
Well, my first stop was Mars. The red rust totally clashed with my blue outfit.
So, what did you learn?
Oh, what did I learn? Okay, well, let's see. I learned that Mars is a terrestrial planet. It is 228 million kilometers from the sun. It has 2 moons. We only have 1. Not fair. It's mostly made of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and argon. 6,704 kilometers in diameter. And it takes 1.8807 years to orbit around the sun. It takes about the same amount of time as it takes our planet to orbit, 24.67 hours. Oh, and I almost forgot, the temperature is about 143 degrees or 14.3 degrees or negative 17 degrees Celsius. Freezing.
Why, thank you. And your second stop?
Next stop was Jupiter. Jupiter was huge. It was the biggest planet. Jupiter is called a gas giant. The outer planets are called gas giants because they are all made up of gas.
Interesting.
Please, honey, don't interrupt me while I'm talking. You'll get your chance to chit-chat later.
Sorry.
Anyway, Jupiter has a huge red spot on it that makes people call the Great Red Spot. It's a storm. It is 778 million kilometers away from the sun, and it takes 12 years to orbit the sun. Its diameter is 142,800 kilometers. I'm telling you, that thing is massive. Jupiter is made up of hydrogen, helium, and something else that we just can't put our fingers on. Its nickname is the Ring of the Planets. See, I wasn't kidding when I said big.
Haha, okay, Professor. So, what was stop number 3?
Saturn. Oh, what a wonderful place. It is it's a lot. It's very far from the sun, to be exact. It takes 29.4, about 30 hours to orbit the sun, and it rotates in 10.65. I think that's million hours, but we're shifting around in time. Oh, I just love it there.
And so, I think your next stop is Uranus. Am I right?
Ah, Uranus. Yes, you are. I'll tell you about it now. Oh, it was a jolly good time. 27 moons, 17 days orbital period planet, nicknamed the Greek god of the sky. It's made of hydrogen, helium, and methane, and it's about negative 72 degrees Celsius there. That's mighty cold. I'm just going to skip ahead. I don't even really feel like hearing you talk, so I'm going to go. Next was Neptune. It's a little under 4.5 billion kilometers away from the sun. It's a big red ball of fiery gas, and it's about 495 kilometers in diameter, and it takes 0.67 Augusto to rotate. Now, if you're not familiar with the Augusto, neither am I. It has hydrogen, helium, and methane in its atmosphere.
Where have we heard that before?
Yeah, haha. Anyway, it has 13 moons, and again, freezing there.
And
Yeah, we know. Where was your next stop, Professor? Alright, it was Pluto. Even though Pluto isn't called a planet, I thought, what the heck? I could only do this whole thing once. So Pluto takes 249 years to orbit. It's 2,200 kilometers in diameter, and it's called the dwarf planet. It takes 6.4 days to rotate, so that's like 6.5 times 24 hours. That's what you would get. And it's made of nitrogen, carbon monoxide, and methane. And it is usually about negative 233 degrees Celsius. Now, folks, that's pretty close to absolute zero there. So, you know, you're getting down there. It's 5 billion, a little under 6 billion kilometers away from the sun. And yeah, well, that's the last planet, so I'm almost done.
wow.
Now we are moving on to Mercury. Mercury is 47 million kilometers, 70 million kilometers away from the sun. If that didn't make sense, it's not my fault. And it has little to no atmosphere, and it's about 800 degrees Fahrenheit, 290 degrees Celsius, and it has no moons. It takes 88 days to orbit, rotates in 58 days, and is 1,550 kilometers in diameter.
Moving on, Professor.
Venus. Good old Venus. Venus takes 7.5 days to orbit, takes 243 days to rotate, again has no moons, is 108 million kilometers away from the sun, and is 470 degrees Celsius there. Woo! That was a lot. Oh yes. It is also called the evening star.
Ha! And a run-on sentence, but I guess you're not a grammar teacher, too.
Very funny. God, Jesus. Next we have over our Earth. It has our moon, takes 1 year to orbit the sun, which is where you get 1 year, 1 day to rotate, which is you get 1 day, and of course nicknamed the living planet. Everyone knows that, but what you may not know is that it can be 126 degrees Fahrenheit and to 136 degrees Fahrenheit. It is also 12,756 kilometers in diameter and 150 million kilometers away from the sun. It is made up of nitrogen and oxygen. Yes.
Yes, I did not know that.
And one last thing.
Yes?
The sun, of course. The sun is our source of energy. It is a giant ball of gas and the center of our solar system. It is known as a star.
Well, thank you, Professor. I think everyone everyone really enjoyed your speech.
Thank you.
Okay, good night, everyone. Join us tomorrow while we turn to mummification. Thanks for watching Out of This World with Anna Haley.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.